EastEnders spoilers, Sharon faces losing a second child in tragic twist after Denise's death. Sharon Watts has been left inconsolable in recent EastEnders scenes which saw her grow fearful that she had lost a second child. Back in 2020, Sharon was destroyed by the tragic death of son Dennis Rickman Jr., who drowned during the dramatic boat crash. Now, Sharon has been faced with her worst nightmare once more, after learning that son Albie is missing. Sharon was horrified to find Albie's passport missing and assumed that Keanu Taylor had planned to take him out of the country. While that had been his original plan, things went wrong for Keanu, and instead he made up a story about turning his back on his son in the park only for him to have disappeared when he turned back around. In tonight's episode, things weren't quite adding up for distressed Sharon, and she demanded to know what had happened to Albie's buggy. Panicking, Keanu said that it had also gone, which instantly left Linda Carter certain that Albie had been deliberately abducted. News of Albie's suspected kidnapping soon reached the residents of Walford, who rallied around to search for the missing boy. Meanwhile, Sharon couldn't help but think of the previous son she had lost, as all of her fears came flooding back. Emotionally, she grabbed Keanu and expressed her horror that it was happening again and she had lost another son. Of course, viewers know that Albie is perfectly safe with Karen Taylor's brother-in-law, which Keanu is well aware of. Terrified that his involvement in Albie's supposed disappearance would be discovered, Keanu gave boxing promoter Dorian's name to police, explaining the threats he had made against Sharon during their set to earlier in the week. This was enough to convince Sharon who was behind Albie's disappearance, but the police seemed skeptical when they learned that Dorian had been out of the area for a few days already. Keanu was quick to keep up his lie by suggesting that he had got his associates to take Albie, and the officers couldn't deny that he may be right. Just as we thought Keanu's actions couldn't get any more vile, a ransom note for £50,000 soon landed on Sharon's doormat, promising Albie's safe return provided she paid up and didn't tell the police. Karen was absolutely furious to hear that Keanu had gone this far, sympathizing with how terrified Sharon must be. With Keanu and Karen so deep in their scheme, will they get away with it, or will they be found out?
Xin chào các bạn đã quay trở lại UK Soát Spoiler. Vừa rồi các bạn đã theo dõi một sản phẩm của chúng tôi, UK Soát Spoiler, một kênh tin tức chuyên cung cấp cho các bạn những thông tin mới nhất về những bộ phim xà phòng của Vương quốc Anh.